Bren Professor Art Lander, I want to thank you for joining us for this equity diversity conversation. Since you joined the faculty at UCI, could you reflect on your experience and understanding of equity and diversity?
Sure. Before I came to UCI, it wasn't really an issue I thought very much about, but now I find that being here, it comes up almost all the time when I'm involved in recruiting graduate students, evaluating applications, evaluating faculty applications for faculty positions. Before I became involved in this a lot, I had the opinion that I think many people in academia have, that you can use certain standard metrics to determine who's going to be successful or not, that are based on, did they do particular things in their life, did they score in particular ways on exams, and so on. And over time I've come to realize that while these metrics correlate with outcomes, that exactly in which way people express the things that you're really looking for, things like intelligence and creativity and hard work ethic and so on, that the way people express that is different in different cultural groups with different economic backgrounds and so on. And so if you just look for these kind of standard metrics, you actually end up being quite unfair. And while it would be possible for me to sort of see that in a theoretical way before coming here, having been here and having been involved so much in the process of recruitment and evaluation, I've actually got to see in practice what that means, and to begin to think about when I'm evaluating someone, really, am I looking at the skills that I should be looking for, or am I just taking the easy route and looking for particular metrics that people think correlate with those skills? And I feel it's changed the way that I look at applications, and hopefully for the better. One of the nice things about UCI is we have such a diverse population of both students and faculty applicants, so we can really see the breadth of ways in which people demonstrate their abilities, and so I feel like I've learned a lot as a result of that. The other thing that I've learned, or I've perhaps been reminded of, is that in the university, our primary job isn't just to minimize risk. Actually, it's to take risks, right? And particularly in academia, it's important we take risks, because that's how we find people who are going to think in entirely new ways and do really different things. And so I think it's good to recognize that, because I think even among many colleagues and administrators, they feel that if we bring in people who don't always succeed, that's some failure on our part. But in fact, every venture capitalist knows, right, that the successful ones are the ones who start 10 companies so that 2 can succeed, right? Because if you don't take risks, you don't get the big gains. And I realize the same is true with students and faculty that we recruit, that we need to take risks. And so keeping in mind some of these issues of how people manifest their talents and how that differs depending on gender or culture or so on, I think that's really important.
Wow. Art Lander, thank you.